Verstappen versus Leclerc. In recent times, the rivalry between Verstappen and Leclerc has become one of the most anticipated rivalries right now. Ever since Mercedes has struggled, Ferrari has taken its place, and since then, Leclerc continues to fight Verstappen for the title. Stick around till the end to find out who the better driver is and who will win this year's World Championship battle. Hey guys, welcome to another video of Racing Insights. Today, we will be talking about the rivalry between Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc. But before we start, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon as well. Done? Awesome. Let's get into it. So first things first, let us talk about the current 2022 F1 season. It's only fair to compare the two since Ferrari finally has a car that can compete with Red Bull. Right now, the two of them lead the proceedings. However, we all know who will win in the end. Leclerc is on a decent 178 points, which is quite good for second place. However, Verstappen is at a staggering 258 points. Now that is just insane. This is one of the largest leads attained by a driver coming into the summer break. It would be wrong to assume that Verstappen's 8 wins and 10 podiums were due to his F1 machine being better compared to Leclerc. Leclerc has demonstrated countless times during the season that the Ferrari has the ability to counter the Red Bull. In fact, at the start of the season, when Verstappen and Red Bull were dealing with engine and fuel problems, it was Leclerc and Ferrari that led the season standings, thanks to early wins. His 3 wins and 5 podiums largely came in the early part of the season, but he has since struggled. Let me explain with a race-by-race analysis. In the first Grand Prix, Ferrari announced to the world that they were back. Leclerc had gotten pole and looked like he had serious pace. Mercedes, which has dominated for years now, looked visibly slower. Red Bull, however, was close behind the Ferrari. When the race started, it was obvious that Verstappen and Red Bull were struggling due to an issue with the car. In the end, it was a dream start for Leclerc and Ferrari as not only he won, but Ferrari managed to get a 1-2 finish and thus maximum available points. Verstappen, on the other hand, did not finish, along with his teammate Perez, and thus Red Bull got 0 points. After the first race, people all over the world thought that maybe Charles Leclerc and Ferrari would finally win a championship. This was all shut down by Verstappen in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Even though Leclerc took pole and led the majority of the race, Verstappen managed to overtake him in the last laps, managing to take home the win. This was a statement win by Red Bull, which showed the world that their car is still worthy of titles. However, in the next Grand Prix, that is the Australian Grand Prix, Ferrari came back with a statement of their own. Leclerc got pole, led the race from start, and maintained this lead throughout until he won his first Grand Slam. It looked like the title fight was going to be exciting as these two kept on winning side by side. It could have been another late overtake by Verstappen, but he again struggled with oil leaks, which led him to being DNF. However, in the next 6 Grand Prix, it was all Verstappen, as he won 5 of the 6, finishing above Leclerc in all of them. Leclerc, on the other hand, struggled to do anything right. He DNF'd twice due to crashes. He also struggled to maintain that form he had at the start of the season. However, the pinnacle of his continuous bad performances was due to really bad team strategies. Ferrari was not changing tires properly. When he should be on medium tires, Leclerc was on hard tires. This resulted in a lot of overtakes on him, particularly by Verstappen. Moreover, the team also made a lot of questionable calls while calling their racers to box. It's quite obvious that Ferrari resulted in a lot of points being lost due to their own mistakes. Verstappen, on the other hand, took full advantage of this, and he and his flawless Red Bull team managed to attain a decent lead. Leclerc did manage to win back some momentum after he finished above Verstappen in the British Grand Prix, followed by a win at the Austrian Grand Prix, but Verstappen replied strongly before the summer break thanks to a win in the French and Hungarian Grand Prix, which included another DNF by Leclerc. As a result, Verstappen's lead stretched to 80 points and is now cruising towards the title. It seems unlikely that any upset could occur. So guys, what do you think? Is the championship already decided? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, please. Now that we know the difference between the two talented drivers during the 2022 season, let us compare their careers. It is a similar situation to the 2022 season. Verstappen leads in every category. Verstappen is 5-0 compared to Leclerc in seasons where both drivers have competed. They were quite close in 2019, with Verstappen's lead being just 12 points. However, besides that, they have been rather dominant leads. So clearly Verstappen takes the prize when it comes to overall careers. Another element the two could be differentiated in is net worth, and this one also seems to be an easy win for Verstappen. Upon closer inspection, you'll find out that the difference in net worth is huge. Leclerc's worth a decent 12 million euros, which is quite good for an F1 race driver his age. Verstappen, on the other hand, has a net worth of around 200 million US dollars. Now that is just insane. However, we shouldn't just forget that Max has been in a top-class team for years now and has won more, has more experience, and above all, has won a championship. That too against the odds and against the legendary Lewis Hamilton. We all know how he won that. Crazy scenes. Leclerc, even though he is massively talented, cannot beat Verstappen in his accomplishments. And that, too, isn't the only factor. Verstappen and his aggressive form of driving are also a big factor behind his popularity. People like his fiery personality and his risky overtakes. It keeps them on the edge. This exciting factor around him really helps him generate popularity, which results in more sponsorships and hence more money. Leclerc, on the other hand, is still known as the good guy in F1. He is mostly adored, and a lot of people feel bad for him as he suffered in the driver standings due to Ferrari's wrongdoings. Moreover, while he is massively talented, he doesn't meet the tenacity that Verstappen has. Let's hope Leclerc's at his best when the season resumes. In the end, I would like to say that even though it might seem that Verstappen is way better than Leclerc, that's not the case. Both of them are very talented. However, I would argue that Verstappen is slightly better. The dominant performance over the years is due to Verstappen having a much better car, and when Ferrari managed to build a decent one, they let it all go to waste due to their tactics. Let's see what they have in store after the break in the Belgian Grand Prix. Even though upsetting Verstappen for the title seems next to impossible, Leclerc and Ferrari should not give up and come out guns blazing in Belgium. Hey, I hope that answers your questions regarding everything there is to know regarding the rivalry between Verstappen and Leclerc. I think we've covered everything, but if you have any more questions in mind, please do let us know in the comments down below. We value the feedback of our esteemed subscribers, so do not hesitate to do so. And I think that's going to do it for today's video. I sincerely hope that you liked and enjoyed the video. And if you did, please let us know by pressing that like button. And make sure you share it with all of your friends and family and all your other Formula One racing fans that you know. It sure is popular, more popular than ever nowadays. So surely you know some people that would get a kick out of our Formula One news reports too. Please make sure you share them with us. And if you haven't done so, I'll remind you one more time kindly, please subscribe to our channel. And on the way out the door, make sure you hit that bell icon too, so you always get the future notifications. We always have new updates, and you want to make sure you stay updated and informed with us. Till next time, take care of yourself, and we will see you guys in our next video. Appreciate you spending time with us today, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching.